Welcome back to the bubble, ladies and gentlemen. We are playing Cossacks 3, and this is, I think, the fourth episode of me playing as Sweden against... Oh my god, do I have an 18th century barrack for Sweden that I don't produce from? That I'm playing as Sweden against Russia and Denmark. Still delayed, but I was able to get some Danish peasants to start up with my Danish civilization, which is crucial when playing against very hard computers, that you need the double civilization in order to keep the unit production up. You guys can stop fighting right now. But okay, at least now we are up. We do have a hill, and that's good, because then we get a better range, and of course I also need to start upgrading like yesterday. Rate of fire, damage, everything. Let's see, 64,000. Of course I also need to focus on my mines. I'm focusing on the northern ones right now, one iron mine and one gold mine, because one of my because I think it was Russia was kind enough to destroy one of my best iron mines. So of course that makes me a bit sad. I do, however, also have a lot of wood, so I will be selling some of that for even more gold, and hopefully I'll be able to max out these mines soon. There we go, another gold mine maxed out. That's great. Really, really great. I might not even be able to do any more of those. I mean, in the last episode I did a pretty amazing, if I dare say so myself, cavalry attack with both cuirassiers, 18th century dragoons from Denmark and Sweden, cuirassiers from Denmark and Sweden, and also some 17th century reiters from Sweden. It was glorious. And we actually managed to deal some damage to their base. However, we didn't manage to get like this powerful, super powerful breakthrough. They are starting to build a Swedish civilization in Russia. Gosh dang it. This is not good at all, because that was because they were able to capture some of my peasants in one of their attacks. And that means that they are gonna produce just like I'm producing, like double troops, double peasants, double economy, all of those things. But I will just be sending a bunch of Hakkapelites to the west, and I will try to like amass as big of an army as I possibly can. Let's see if I'm also able to build a couple of more academies, because I need to upgrade more. And we have an idle mine. We have two idle mines actually, but the other ones, is it over here? Yes, it is. Look at that. Now I have this amount of idle peasants, 98. Now I have 43, because a maxed out mine can take 95 peasants. And that is a lot of peasants. So currently I have 185 working on gold production, 56 for coal and 46 for iron. You can see all those, the gray numbers behind is how many peasants I have working on that resource, I think. Yeah. But we are just producing, we are building, we are upgrading, we are trying to get somewhere with our lives. But it's difficult, let me tell you that. I mean, it's warm, it's sweaty, and it's stressful running these kinds of wars. And I do not want to go for like an army of like hussars and officers are generally the most popular units, and also musketeers when playing these kinds of games. But I don't just want to win. I want it to be interesting to watch, and also, of course, I want it to be fun to play. And just playing for a quick win, I don't think is that much fun. Not that I haven't been trying to win, you know. But I also want it to be fun to watch. Even more Hackapelites. I'm just gonna send all of them up to the over to the west, the northwestern part. And I need to upgrade my cavalry as well. Let's see if 19,000 gold to get the next stable. I can get that. I can get 19,000 gold like that. And now we're building the next stable, which will help us in creating cavalry even faster. And we all want that, don't we? Grenadiers are of course really important because they can destroy buildings, while most units, except for cannons, cannot do that. Except for like archers and cannons. And some cavalry units, some archer cavalry units. Okay. Soon we have... it feels like Denmark is like, oh, that's a nice little army you're starting to build here. It would be a shame if something happened to it. But of course it's gonna happen something to it. Let's see if I have any more Hackapelites over here. Do I? I have 14. I'm gonna send them right to this Hussar squad, because I really need them to be obliterated as fast as possible. I'm gonna make Hackapelites, Hackapelitas, and Cuirassiers, and also Dragoons from this one. Because the Cuirassiers and the Dragoons are first class cavalry. And I really need them in my army. And look at that. Oh my god, their artillery is terrifying. Let's see what I can do against it with my cavalry. Since their artillery is a bit behind right now. Hopefully I'm able to capture some of them. Maybe not, maybe I am. Only time will tell. Let's see, we also need more in this iron mine. I need to get that one up to the maximum level as well. My units are attacking an enemy, and I really hope they're gonna be able to get through to these, at least silence the cannons. At the very least, silence them. Yeah, there we go. If these cannons are able to fire, they will deal so much damage. There we go. And my cannons are in reach for a lot of things as well. And I have 31 of them, so it's quite an impressive number of cannons, of course. But I still need to upgrade them. I need to increase my firepower and my range and my durability. Better than my durability so far. But yeah, just upgrade everything. Make my artillery super efficient and super deadly. Let's see if I actually can reach them right here. Okay, I didn't quite reach them right there, but still I was able to deal a little damage to them, and that's good. Yeah, these guys are not gonna make it. I'm just gonna leave it at that, because musketeers, I mean, they can only fight from a distance. They can only fire the muskets. They can't fight in close range, which means that they will be completely annihilated against close-ranged cavalry and close-ranged units, because they can't fire the muskets, and the other ones can swing their swords whenever. we are actually starting to come up with quite the little cavalry force right here again. That's good. And I guess that the Danish Grenadiers is starting to come along nicely as well. And I'm able to produce yet another Danish stable, which is really good, of course. Now I'm just trying to poop out as much units as I possibly can, because their soldiers are on their way. Okay, now here we go. Musketeers are really efficient, fortunately, and I have a lot of them, so that's good. And the most important things are that, like, their artillery don't get at my buildings. My soldiers are okay. I mean, they can hit my soldiers as much as they want, but they are not allowed near my buildings. This Russian army is gonna be a real hoot to face as well. I do not have enough Hackapelites to break through the Russian defenses, but we will meet them in battle nonetheless. There we go. And we have 17 idle peasants. Now we have 0. So far I'm like 800 from filling up my population space, so I will not be building another town hall yet. However, I do need to take some of you peasants and put you in this here iron mine. And now I'm out of iron, so my soldiers cannot fire. That sucks balls. There we go, finally. And you guys can stop firing right now. We managed to capture a bunch of Danish cannons, and that's good. That means that I will have even more cannons working for me right now. And now I have like 40 cannons, and that's good. Oh my goodness. This is what happens if you don't pay attention. Then all of your soldiers are gonna get mowed down by 18th century musketeers. It doesn't feel like Russia is gonna leave me alone. So I will need to do a bit of a sneaky move to get around them. At least try to get around them. They have such big squads of hussars. I'm actually gonna see if maxed out hussars are better than maxed out Hackapelites. 70, 22. 70, 22. They are cheaper in food, more expensive in gold. They do have a faster. They do have a faster build and creation time, though, recruitment time. So it might be good in the long run to run up an army of hussars instead of the beloved Hackapelites, who has sacrificed so much for our country, and I'm so grateful for the Hackapelites. At least we managed to beat one army, that's good. Much thanks to the artillery, I can't stress that enough, because they dealt a lot of damage. Oh, and we have even more. We have Russian cannons now as well. Hello there. So now we have Russian cannons, we have Danish cannons, we have Swedish cannons, we have a lot of cannons. And we have a little group of Hackapelites who really want to deal some damage to Russia. And we will. I'll try to burn as much of that civilization as I can. However, Denmark is also open. for business. I'll send them right to the middle, and we'll see. We'll see which one I'm gonna choose. However, the shorter recruiting time is really tempting. So I'm actually gonna go with that one instead. Sorry guys, but I'm gonna go with a bunch of Hussars against the Hackapelites. Not against, but instead of the Hackapelites. And we have another squad of Musketeers ready to be deployed. That's really good as well. Okay, so far we're doing okay. We're standing strong against both Russia and Denmark, even though their armies are causing my computer to lag. These are a lot of troops. However, like a couple of efficient volleys of cannons is wiping all of this out. No problem whatsoever. You are not meant to be there. You are meant to be there. Okay, what do you think, guys? Russia or Denmark? I'm sorry, Denmark, but I'm gonna go again. I'm gonna go for you. So they're just gonna ride straight through, and I'm gonna try to do the same thing with the Grenadiers. I'm gonna try not to use these guys for my defense, but rather for offense. That's rather for offense. And I'm also just gonna keep sending my 17th century units straight down the meat grinder. And let's see if these guys can do any damage at all. They are greeted by a bunch of cuirassiers, and that is not good at all. So basically, like, nothing happened by these Hackapelites. Nothing at all. I'm actually gonna start creating a bunch of I'm gonna start creating Danish Hussars as well, because I need a big amount of Hussars in order to deal any damage whatsoever against a very hard civilization. If you look at this, I mean, I did only send like a couple, like 100 or so, but I mean, they didn't even manage to get through the dwellings, basically. That sucks, of course. And these guys are gonna get mowed down quite quickly as well, I can only imagine. But not before dealing some damage to them. The markets, of course, can also be occupied. This is a Swedish one, though. I am really frustrated that they were able to capture some of my peasants. That makes me sad, you guys. And the Musketeers are gonna die gruesome deaths, all of them. So, let's go. Let's see how much damage my artillery can make against their army. If they start moving forward, then the only ones I'm gonna move will most likely be the Swedish cannons. Yeah, this is a good spot for Swedish artillery. I'm really glad that they aren't moving. Now they are, though. I really shouldn't have said anything. So, let's see. Yeah, the cuirassiers are not gonna get close enough to do any damage to my troops. However, their cannons are. So I'll need to send them through. And that was it for that Danish army. And I keep upgrading my troops. I always want them to be better. I want them to be their best selves, of course. So let's see. The Hackapelites 27 damage, 245 health, 27, 245, 27, 245. Okay, so far they are quite similar, and the Hussars aren't even maxed out. When it comes to health, the Hackapelites, yeah, 245, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Okay, the Hackapelites have better armor. Can't deny that. But I just keep upgrading. Everything I see, I need to upgrade. Not these infantry though, because I focus up on the musketeers. So there we go. Another Danish cannon for the collection. Oh my! Oh, it was a Swedish one. Okay, no. Really? Did I lose that many cannons? I lost a bunch of cannons. I can't believe it. Okay, we have a cavalry unit. I will try to send you through in order to attack. I don't have enough dwellings. Oh my word. I'll try to send you through to attack the Russian civilization, because I don't think it's a good use of my soldiers to attack this army, but rather I will need to try to funnel them into my army. But I think I will actually be moving my Danish and Russian artillery to the other side. So I'll have Swedish on one side and Russian and Danish on the other one. Okay, where did I put the... There we go. The Danish artillery depots. And I can afford to build some town halls. So that's good, of course. And another stable, and I'm gonna jump on that opportunity every chance I get to build more stables. Okay. I really hope that these guys are gonna do some damage. And these guys, I know that they will deal some damage. We have 1,000 Danish grenadiers right here. So they are absolutely gonna deal some damage to the Russian civilization, because I will send them against maybe the grenadiers against... I mean, Russia is not my biggest threat right now. Right now it's Denmark. So maybe I will need to try to focus down. I need to focus down on one of them. This is like in Shield Wall. I need to focus down on one of them. I can't fight both at the same time. I need to like stand ground against one, and then I need to kick ass on the other one. But like, their cities are so compact that basically it's just armies. Look at that. It's just armies inside their cities. Yeah, so I don't really know how to go about this. I might need to move down my army gradually. However, that would mean that I leave my city very, very open and vulnerable. However, the Hussars will need to do a lot of work. Absolutely. Both the Danish and the Swedish Hussars. We don't have enough dwellings, so basically we just need to kill a bunch of our soldiers. But I will not have them go just killing them. I will have them march against a much superior army with no hope of victory. You guys can go down there as well. And we have artillery in place right there. That's good. However, oh darn, I thought it was only... You see the population right here on the cannons? The Swedish and the Danish and the Russian ones are counted in. So I need to build more artillery depots in order to create more cannons. However, I will start working on howitzers and multi-barrel cannons, because that's a lot of fun. Let's see what kind of damage We have 5 minutes left approximately on this episode. So let's try to get some more damage going on their civilizations. We have this Russian army coming against us. I'm not looking forward to that one. However, I think these guys are gonna stand well, and these guys as well. However, I really need to send musketeers to reinforce those lines, because they should be 400, but they're only like 250. But here we go, the glorious charge of like 200 and something. Yeah, almost 300 horsemen, cuirassiers, and dragoons. And I just hope we're gonna deal some good damage to their economy. So far, it's looking well though. It's looking good. And we also need to wipe out the cuirassiers before they reach ours, and absolutely before they reach our dragoons. I don't really know why they don't fire though. Yeah, I hope they work it out. There we go. We actually managed to get an okay penetration actually on this attack. Only an okay one. Let's see, these ones will fire there, these ones will fire there. Just have them on constant fire. However, they will most likely be coming from any of those directions. So I'll just have my cannons firing, and hopefully it's gonna be enough. Okay, we are starting to get even more hussars, which is of course really good. I still need like 1,000 almost to do some real damage, unfortunately. Can you reach any further? Yeah, the Russian artillery doesn't have the best range. That's because I don't have a Russian civilization so that I can upgrade those cannons, which really infuriates me. I thought I would have gotten a lot further by now. Okay, we do have a couple of minutes left in this episode, so I'm actually gonna see what kind of damage like 120 something hussars can make against their civilization. And I mean, it's really not easy. Let's see if I can go around and attack their artillery, while my artillery is just shredding theirs. This right here, kids, is why artillery is so important. Look at that. These 6 cannons have 250 kills. That's insane. And now we got even more Russian cannons, so I will of course apply them to my own army. And it looks like we have Swedish cannons as well. Also confusing, capturing Swedish cannons from Russia. Yeah, you know. But anyway, we managed to push back that attack. That's good. I actually think that I'm gonna ungroup all of these. I don't really know what the point is of having them like grouped into a formation, but these ones will be my second key. And you grenadiers are at the wrong place at the wrong time. Let's see, the last thing I'll do in this episode will be to send these hussars into this Russian city. And I mean, I will need to start sending armies, like, yeah, armies against these cities, not just cavalry, unfortunately. However, they still don't have all of the mines, which makes me curious. Okay, now you don't have to fire anymore. That's good. And you're also done. However, it seems like I lost enough troops to disband that musketeer formation. That sucks. Let's see what you can do, hussars. I still maxed out my population, so I need to do something. Oh, the next episode I will be sending the grenadiers. Yes, that's what I'm gonna do. A big ol' army of grenadiers. And hopefully that will deal quite some damage. I'm gonna send them against Russia, I think. Because Russia took my peasants. And that makes me... Yes! No! Please, 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 please. Yeah, there we go. Welcome to the family, Russians. What an exquisite ending to this episode. I'm so happy for that. Let's see. I can have some Swedish peasants start building. And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Finally, we are getting our Russian civilization. Only 2 hours in, we're getting our Russian civilization. And that will mean that I can get even more population space, even more troops, and above all, even more hussars. So yeah, super excited about that. I really hope you enjoyed this episode as well. I know this one is gonna be a long game. So far I've been playing for 2 hours. Might take a little break now. However, hope you enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you in the next one.